Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murderers on this track to try and rock your socks. Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murderers on this track to try and rock your socks.
Welcome everybody to Trap Stocks. Man, today is February 1st, 2021. Can't believe January is over. And started off red, but let's wait a second. I want to give a huge shout out to Terp Labs. Thank you for being our cannabis sponsor.
Yo, why don't you say your goddamn name? Jesus.
Whoa.
You skipped introducing yourself.
I think I'm a little high right now. I'm sorry. My name is David.
I'm Brian.
Right,
what's up? You goon. I was like, man, he's like a runaway freight train right now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm all frazzled from the last 3 days. I'm smoking on some rosin, just rolled up a joint, and I'm ready to calm the fuck down, Brian. What about you? What else we got for a sponsor?
We are sponsored by cheat code Algo. You know we love them so much. Check them out. The website is linked down below. They have an amazing algorithm to help trade the stock market, and they have a great Discord that you can pay to be a part of. We're in both of them, and we love it.
I fucking absolutely love that shit. Lifesavers.
Yeah, they're great. Game changer since we got it, honestly. I don't know if it's just coincidental, but like shit has changed since then.
Yeah, now we're on V3 of theirs, and now the buy signals are just wild. But I wanted to give a huge shout out to our Discord. We're pushing 100 people in our Discord right now. How cool is that?
It's wild. I mean, it started in what, like a day before Christmas Eve. It was like December 23rd, I think it was born. So in just over a month, yeah, we've gotten nearly 100 members. A lot of people are, you know what? Okay, so when it started, it was pretty much just like me, you, and Ben that were active, and then people started slowly coming in. Now we got like I pop on the trading floor at 8 o'clock every morning, and there's generally like 10 people in there, and more people are starting to be more active. Really? Oh yeah, you know.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you haven't seen that? There's like a staple of names I'm now seeing every morning in there, and like, I mean, I don't even know half these people, and I just talk to them every day. You know, one day I'll meet them in real life, and I'll be like, oh, it's you. What's up?
Isn't it great?
It's awesome. How was your weekend, buddy?
All right, so I got everything. Dude, fucking Joelle got another COVID test, and she still has COVID. And then I realized, oh shit, I don't have my smell or taste. Damn it, I have COVID. So I definitely have COVID without actually being tested, but I can't smell or taste anything. So.
I mean, it's debatable that you've ever had a sense of taste. Same thing with Joelle. She's dating you, so.
Boing, boing. Oh, you're such a comedian, Brian. How was your weekend?
Oh, excuse me. Pretty good. Pretty uneventful. I basically just worked and rock climbed. That's what I did. Great weekend, don't get me wrong. I think I made like $400 or $500 this weekend putting together furniture. Maybe worked a total of 6 hours. Not even kidding.
Nice.
And then I went rock climbing both Saturday and Sunday at the gym. It was quite nice. Yeah, had a pretty nice weekend, low key. I'm thinking about going camping next weekend. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of being. It's crazy because there's a pandemic, but I'm kind of getting sick of people a little bit. So I think I might just go take Deej and go camping by myself. I promise I'll come back.
Really?
Nobody should be worried. Sometimes when people say they're going to take their dog and go camping, you never see him again. Not this guy. I'm coming back on Monday. I got the stock market to trade.
Yes, you do. Does that mean you're going to leave Friday afternoon after the show?
You know, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be happening this weekend. I think I might wait for it to get just a teensy bit warmer. Not quite sure, if I'm being perfectly honest, but I am throwing around the thought. Maybe just do some camping.
That's awesome, dude. Good for you.
Oh, thanks.
So I want to say that I haven't cried yet this morning. So technically, it's 3 days in the red. I don't know what the fuck happened. I need to be a little bit better on my exit points. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is bleeding because everything's still pretty much the same, you know. And so I just cleaned everything up Friday afternoon, and then I cleaned it up even harder today. So I did take profits on things. So I didn't sell anything at a loss, but I did realize like anything that I just had 1 or 2 contracts in for options, I was like, I'm just cleaning this shit up. It's wasting my time. So now I have a little bit more buying power. I'm trying to clean up my stock portfolio too. So I have a couple shares. I have 3 shares right now, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 options. So
Okay.
I am cleaning up.
Nice. I'm gonna try.
How's your portfolio looking?
I'm down a little bit right now. I'm not super worried about it. I'm trying to see if I can angle my camera down, and I think it's as down as it gets. It's a little better. Yeah, my portfolio pretty thin right now. I have 2 options expiring this week. Last week on Monday, I was like, oh, I'm not going to really buy much this week, but I did end up buying stuff throughout the week. I'm definitely going to be better at selling these options as they, like, the ride ones, I think expired worthless, and at one point I was up, like, 3 times on them, and I just didn't sell them like a fucking moron.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it a little bit lower, probably. Maybe today's a red day, so maybe pick up another contract. Maybe 1 more, tops. But yeah, I only have 2 contracts expiring this week. I've got a decent amount of stocks that are doing all right. Yeah, I'm just right now. I'm like way too keeping an eye on UWMC. That's my baby this week. That's my, like, last week was Workhorse. This week it's UWMC. I mean, like, it's given me fucking anxiety, to be perfectly honest, but I think she's going to make us a lot of money this week.
I agree. Do you have it up on YouTube, the chart?
On YouTube? Oh, yeah, you mean that? Sorry, yeah. No, not yet.
So I am in heavy in this also. So when it did drop down again on Friday, I bought 15 more contracts. So now I have a total of 100 contracts for UWMC, bro.
Wow! That's a lot.
Like, I didn't spend that much though. I spent
know.
a total of, like, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, it is a lot of money, but normally something like this would cost a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for a total of $2,300 over time, you know, like, I waited an average down because it did fucking drop at the beginning. We did pay much higher. So we are. Earnings are Wednesday. Did I recall that correctly?
Wednesday post market.
So any day, man. Like, we just need a little bit of news because everybody always buys everything off the rumor.
Yeah.
Let me check StockTwits real quick. Did you read anything over the weekend about these guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... So they got another Super Bowl commercial this year, 2 years in a row. I fucking love it.
Nice.
Okay. I know this is going to sound a little bit conspiracy theory, but this is what I want to... by the way, I'm looking at the stream right now, and the top of your head's a little cut off. So, yeah, sitting back is fine, or just move the camera, point it up a little bit. We got to get you set up so the camera's pointing down, like mine, but, like, I got to get mine closer if possible. Anyway,
Okay.
Before earnings was announced, which happened on the 26th, right? Maybe up to 5 days, so like a week, maybe 5 trading days beforehand, I saw one guy on StockTwits, because everybody's crying about, because UWMC is bleeding. One guy on StockTwits goes, "Don't worry, earnings is coming up on Groundhog Day," right? This is probably, like I'm saying, this is probably like 122, right? And I said, Dave, I'm like, I'm seeing earnings is coming up on Groundhog Day. It's just one guy. And then 4 or 5 days later, it's confirmed, right? So it's like, okay, so this guy, it's actually the day after Groundhog's Day, but it's like, this guy might be in the know, right? And everybody right now is pushing, earnings is going to be huge. UWMC is on a bit of a run right now. It's at $10.13. It was at $10 just a minute ago.
Okay.
I can't get my hopes up, though, because I've seen this quite often.
Never get excited. NGE, Brian.
NGE.
and GE never get excited.
But like right now, if we look at UWMC's financials on Robinhood, right? Their market cap is 540.87 million with an M, okay?
Yep.
For third quarter, before UWMC went public, their earnings was $1.36 billion. Earnings. Profit.
Yes.
Profit.
One earning, just one quarter.
I believe so. And quarter four has already been stated to be as good, if not better. I'm hearing better, more than often than not, right? So I don't know, I'm not a technical analysis type guy, but if you tell me a company that is being capped at $500 million is about to announce upwards of triple that for revenue, I kind of feel like that company's no longer going to be worth $500 million on the stock market. It might be a little bit more than that. I don't know if it's going to triple. That would be quite nice. But I don't know. I think UWMC people got shook out because it was supposed to be a massive SPAC, which it was. But I think people got shook out because they bought at like $13, and then there have been a lot of long short positions in it, you know? So it got shorted, sold, got dragged through the mud. People are bag holders. They're impatient. And now I feel like earnings is going to come and it's going to blow this motherfucker through the roof. That's my feeling in my bones.
So I don't know if it's going to triple, but it should double because Rocket is $22 right now, and that's its main competitor because that's technically the best mortgage company in the country. And UWMC claims to be number 2. They claim to be number 1 by the end of the year. And you never know. They could easily be higher than 20. Yeah, double within the next week or two. If we've seen anything if we think the stock market has been crazy the last week, then why can't this do the exact same thing? So at least we have a little bit of hope there. UWMC, man, I'm running a lot on it. The chart looks good. It's consolidating.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. Everybody knows the earnings. Can you check the short position on this, or have you in the past? Because that would be very interesting to see.
Let's see.
Because that could be the pure reason why this is not going up. At least we found something. We found an actual company that's undervalued, so we're just waiting for it to pop. And I think our contracts expire the
19th. Yeah.
Yeah, which is great, which is good and bad.
This site that I've been using to look at the short report is, it seems to be under a lot of traffic. So it's not doing a great job loading.
Another one that I'm a little upset on, that I'm pretty sure was shorted and restricted last week, was FUBO.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk about that one real quick. So I have my eyes.
FUBO's doing all right today.
Yeah, it's doing really good right now. It's on an upward trend, so I am just waiting for it to drop off. I do have 10 more contracts. I got them all when they were super cheap, and they were all at 1,000% last Thursday, and I don't know how I didn't sell them. Right now, they're at like 3.5%, 350%, I meant, but still. I'm still making money because I did buy them extremely cheap, so I'm just waiting for this to drop because I don't want my portfolio to go down anymore. I'm pretty much even, and I don't want to lose anything. I need to stop the bleeding, bro. Stop the fucking bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah, FUBO definitely, it was on the restricted list last time I saw, which we haven't really talked about today. Is fucking, it's just, the Robinhood thing is ridiculous. I kind of like pushed against it over the weekend, but I've already started the process of moving all of my shit out of Robinhood. They just like restricted a bunch of stocks on Friday. They lowered, or they trimmed the restricted list for today, but there's still, I think, 8 stocks on it, and I think FUBO is one of them, or it was one of them on Friday, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was FUBO, Workhorse, and Beyond I was fucked on Friday. I just could not believe it. I just got caught. Even though I'm all for the movement definitely fucked me over.
Dude, you made such a dumb play on Beyond, and you kept throwing money at the problem, and it was like, you're just throwing money away. What'd you throw away, $5 grand?
Yeah, in total, yeah.
Oh, and you lost it
I
all,
just
right?
grabbed it. I just grabbed the $5,000 and threw out the fucking window.
Did they expire worthless or what?
Pretty much. It was because it was restricted. Nobody could buy anything. And so and it's so crazy because I buy the exact same stocks all the time, so I know that I'm buying the right stocks because I've been looking at them. Because like mine was Twitter today. I knew that was gonna pop, so I made sure I held on to 2 calls that ended this Friday because I'm just riding that little wave now. And then Starbucks is going up this morning too. So I'm finding the right calls with the cup and handles, but I just got fucked because they were Beyond and FUBO were in the news because everybody probably has the same thing I do. It's on the right. It was down for so long, it's coming up, and they put a restriction on that to keep it down. So my contracts went to shit.
Bummer.
I hate you. I hate you, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still using you right now, and I fucking hate you.
It's funny.
So yeah, so I'm not done. I'm not crying yet.
Yeah, no crying yet. Big girls don't cry.
Brian, what else are you looking at? Your turn. What's yours?
I'm in a lot of the quote meme stocks. I bought shares in Nokia last week when it was at like 640, so I'm holding a bag. I'm not worried. I think I spent $100. You know, it's whatever. But this morning I did pick up 2, I think Nokia $5 calls.
Okay.
Yeah, Nokia $5 calls. I got them at 35 cents. They hit 39 for a second. Those are for this week. I think that, it's got a big flag right now, but the last big flag didn't work out that well.
It's funny that you say that because I had a Nokia Leap call and I just sold it this morning. I was like, this is not moving. I'm gonna free up some money, so I actually sold my Nokia calls.
For a loss?
No, everything was for a profit. Like,
okay.
I was just spread way too thin. I had like 1 or 2 contracts in like 10 things. I'm like, why the fuck did I do this to myself? So I just cleaned it up. And so as of right now, I think I have 11 total for the next 3 months, but I only have 2 that are expiring this week. So we're doing okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think I stopped the bleeding, bro. I think I fucking did it.
Yeah, there's not much bleeding going on for me right now. I should have taken more profit on Workhorse, which that would have been ideal, but there's definitely not a ton of bleeding happening, which is good. I don't really stand to lose a shit ton of money this week. I think the most I can lose is like $800 if UWC just like takes a shit. But I'm expecting it's gonna go up at least $1. I'm gonna make money on these calls, even if it's not as much as I want to. I'm also in BlackBerry, which is, BlackBerry's been dragged through the mud right alongside GameStop, but people want it. It hit. What was this? The other day it was like $18.
Wow.
Today it went all the way down to $12.75, I think, and has made quite the recovery from $12.75 right back to $14.50. Can't complain about that.
Bro, it went from $28.72 all the way down to fucking $12.65. Oh.
BlackBerry, wow, man, I don't even remember BlackBerry being $28.
Within 3 trading days or 2 trading days. Wow,
that's wild. Yeah, I bought it at like 10, and I think I might have sold a couple in the 20s. Same thing happened with AMC, except AMC, man, did I get it? I got in real low in AMC. I got in at AMC at like $4.65, I think, some shit like that. And then the next day it was like $20. Yeah, I bought right here. You can't see on the map, but I bought January 26 for like $4.85 or some shit, and then the next day it popped to 20, and I sold 10 of my shares and made a nice little profit.
Good for you.
It was nice.
Good for you. Did we talk about Twitter yet?
No, I'm in Twitter. That's one of my weak calls.
Yeah, I'm all for the Twitter game right now. It's fucking. I think it recovered from a couple weeks ago when they blocked out Trump. I remember that their stock went down after that.
Yeah.
It's recovering nicely. It's going up. I mean, it's trying to fill in a nice little gap with a nice little upward flag. I think this is the handle part as we speak. So I do expect Twitter to hit 53 and keep going. I'm gonna go up to like the 1 month chart. It can possibly go to 55, bro.
Yeah,
Right now, it's at 55.
I actually think that it might hit 55. I almost bought $55 calls on Friday, but instead I bought, I think at the time they were slightly out of the money $51 calls, and those are doing okay. They're in the money right now. And I'm looking at this chart, and it looks like a nice little flag. And Twitter's a real stock, so when you see flags like this, it actually like goes up afterwards, as you can see what happened on the 27th.
Yeah, it looks fucking good. I really like it. So that's what I'm in. So I'm making money off FUBO, even though it just went down right now. I hope that shit looks like it's gonna recover as we speak. The one I did jump into this morning because I did hear good news. So I did jump into XPEV.
Okay.
So XPEV is another Chinese EV company, just like Neo. They're pretty much trading at the same price now, which is kind of alarming. They both did really well.
Why is it alarming?
Deliveries. Because I thought Neo had a gigantic leap in front of XPEV. XPEV was the third one. Yes. So what do I know?
Yeah.
So maybe yes. So I decided to go XPEV over Neo, even though Neo was up 353% from their January deliveries. But when I was looking at the charts, they look exactly the same, and the XPEV chart looked a little bit more safe to me, I guess I would say.
Okay.
And so I decided to pick with that one because they were both. I did get in when it was tumbling. So I am down just a wee bit. So from like my contract is like down from like 20 cents from the original price, which ended up being like 150. But I think it's gonna fill the gap to pass $51. I'm just waiting for this run in the afternoon for XPEV because I do like my dips. I'm telling you, like I try to find that bottom of the cup. What do you think of XPEV?
Yeah, I mean XPEV, it looks like it's like it had that big pop in November. That was the first EV pop. Kind of does look like it's trying to consolidate a little bit here, at least like kind of at the range that it's at. $48. Might dip down below, but it's got a nice little wave up and down it. And then, I mean, in my opinion at this point, I don't know why I like pushed against it so hard, but it's only a matter of time before EV and renewable energy blows up. I thought Biden's executive orders were going to be the catalyst. That's clearly just putting the wheels in motion, but like the future is renewables and, electric vehicles, hydrogen. I was talking to Bill, my roommate, who's, he's very mechanically inclined, and he's saying that hydrogen's actually cleaner and more efficient than EV. It's just like difficult to do. Because lithium's fucking terrible. It causes a lot of problems worldwide, and the cost of, I don't even know what the cost of, I'm not going to pretend to be some sort of lithium expert. But getting away from lithium would be like the next step in the evolution of, maybe eventually like perpetual motion machines, is what he was saying to me. They're trying to work on something that's just going to create energy. Hydrogen's the first step in that.
That's interesting, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like right now, EV is the future until people start figuring out space shit. Which, by the way, do you remember that? How about those UFO pictures that I sent you the other day?
You love that. You love sending me UFO sighting shit now.
I love it's so funny, but like those pictures were pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah. That's fucking here. They're already living here. There's a reason why we can't go to Antarctica, bro.
That's why we can't go to Antarctica? Because aliens are there?
Bro, I believe that there's shit at the North and South Pole that we don't really tell people.
Interesting. That's why people don't go to Antarctica?
Well, just like everything else, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess... Can you just go to Antarctica?
I don't think so.
You don't think
so?
It's
too cold. No, it's too cold.
Is that their excuse? Maybe it's not that cold.
No, I know that the North Pole used to be like a jungle.
When? The
way back in
60s?
the day.
Oh,
Yeah, but
the 40s?
Way back in the day.
Oh.
Millions of years ago.
Oh, millions of years ago.
Millions of years ago.
Before my great-grandmother's time, she's a fucking dinosaur.
It's called Pangea, right? When all the continents were one.
Yeah. That's wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I was watching all day yesterday was on Netflix with all the mediumships. Like, so when all these little, I forget what the name of the show was called, but they were interviewing all these little kids that remembered being somebody else in a different lifetime right before they died.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it was wild. There's like 5 new episodes. I started talking to Stevie about it, and even Stevie was like, "Oh shit!" Like it's quite amazing. So apparently, if you're like between the ages of like 2 and
Oh, you just cut out. I can't hear you. What did you do? You're so silent. I can't hear you. Did your... Oh, okay. Now there's no video. Oh. Can't hear you. What did you do? Okay, you're coming back.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck did you do? What are you doing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What the shit was that?
I don't know. I do need a new computer.
Yeah, I've been telling you that. Fucking. Okay, so what were you saying? You cut off just as soon as you started to talk about this show, saying
Oh, dude, the mediumships, bro. It's like these people that apparently is like the median between the spiritual world and here.
Okay.
These mediums are like the humans' version of, bringing both spiritual world and humans together, and then there's like a spiritual version, and they mix and they talk. And some of the things that they brought up were kind of crazy, but what I was more blown away about were these little kids that were describing their future life, which now, because I watched the series, now I fully believe in reincarnation, bro.
So kids are describing their future lives or their past lives?
Oh, their past lives. My bad, past lives.
Okay. Interesting. Well, how old are these kids?
5. So apparently when you start turning 7 years old, you start to forget all of your child memories.
Uh-huh.
And so as these kids get older, they don't remember anything. But between the ages of like 2 and 6, there's like the sweet spot. So if any kid brings up about a past life between those fucking ages, most likely it's because they died horrifically and they're trying to come back somehow. And like there was like one case that this guy used to live in Hollywood, and this little kid was like pointing out all the same pictures and then describing everything from his wife, his job, his friends. When this dude the little kid has no idea, and then the family of this guy actually met this little kid, and it was like the most awkward thing in the world because this kid used to be their dad. It was wild. I'll send it to you after the show. Okay.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, dude, and there were so many stories that were exactly the same. Like, how can you just lie? And the parents started just like documenting everything over time because everyone was so obscure. Like, they were all, what? And they were always right. And there was another one with that died in World War II. It was just wild.
That is pretty wild.
But yeah, back to stocks, bro. Back to fucking stocks. So FUBO is making a nice little comeback, thank God. Same thing with Twitter. I believe that's going to be hitting 55 today. I'm crossing my fingers. XPEV, I'm waiting on you, baby. Come on, do something. I don't know why I wanted to do this small little day trade, but this is what I chose because I saw good deliveries.
I mean, XPEV's up almost $2 today.
Go.
You know, it opened at what, 47.84. It's pushing 49 right now.
Yep.
That's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
So I'm hoping for a nice little push in the afternoon.
Let's see how. Ready? Let's be disappointed. Yeah. Obviously.
Luckily, my portfolio is crawling back. I'm only down by 400 at the moment, which is making me have like a second life because I just was at so high, and then I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. I just got slapped.
I mean, I'm being honest. People were concerned about you this morning in the Discord. Like, I think something went down after it opened, and you got out of the call, and then you just never came back. And people were like, "Has anyone checked on Dave? He's having a rough couple days."
Oh, dude, I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody right now. I'm so fucking mad because I just didn't know what was going on. I'm like, I tried to stop the bleeding. Like, I only have a couple things. Like, I'm going over. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so I just started focusing and started cleaning up, and just kept the things that I know are gonna go up. So now it's just a waiting game. So now I'm going back to what I originally started the day with. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, UWMC just jumped to 1014 from 1008.
Wow.
I think
the calls are still the same at 18 cents.
Yeah, that's weird.
Dude, that seems like a no-brainer. If there's like anything to get into right now, that's fucking it.
Yeah, maybe something closer to in the money. Honestly, like closer to in the money calls are not super expensive. Can you buy a fuck ton of them, like we did with the $20 calls? No, but you could still make a buck for sure.
Oh, they're 18 cents, so they'd be 20 cents a pop. So, what about the flower shop? Like, I love that when you were going over what weed you got, I was actually looking at the ticker FLWS while you were saying it. I'm like, how the fuck did he just say that while I read it at the same time? I didn't bring that up to you because you were talking, but in my head, I was like, what the fuck? That's super creepy.
Oh, I never brought this up.
FLWS.
Yeah, I never brought up flowers. I'm just saying.
They did the flower shop when you went to buy weed.
Oh, that's the name of the store, the flower shop.
Yeah, no, and that's the name of the ticker too. The company.
Flowers.com.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just heard flower. You just heard flowers, and you were like, oh, "The connection, it's there." Oh.
Hey, while I was reading it, you were saying that. I was like, why is he in my fucking head?
Damn,
so
bro.
This is another one that I did notice that tumbled. And it eventually had to come back to life. Because if you go back out to the 3-month chart, it looks fucking good. You know, it was at a steady incline. It was just growing. And then somehow it just fell. But I think it is consolidating right now. So I did buy 2 contracts. I am down a little bit on those, but not much. I'm only down like, I'm down $70, which is kind of a lot. But I know this is going to be coming back up. I'm a firm believer in this one. This is exactly what I look for. Granted, now I try to find some green candles before I invest into it, but I thought it consolidated last Friday, so that's my fault, which I believe were those green candles in the middle.
Yes.
Starbucks. S-Bucks.
Yeah. Well, I'm still on flowers here. I think flowers, this is a pretty critical point for it, honestly. Like, if it breaks below 30, I think it's going to take a real tumble, like, looking at the 3-month chart. Because the 3-month chart, up until January 27th, is pretty good. You know, it's up from $22. Go for the 6-month chart. Okay, hang on. Get a date. Oh, boy. I don't like that. 6-month chart... Meh.
Yeah,
it's high.
Premature.
Yeah, there's a big fucking sell signal on this 6-month chart.
Yeah, everybody was selling. It's just, to me, it looks like it's consolidating. But what the fuck do I know? You know?
Nothing. Neither of us do.
Yeah. So I think I am jumping the gun a little bit on this one. I should have waited a little bit longer, but for some reason last Friday, when it started to look to consolidate, that's where I got in because I thought I was going to shoot back up.
Okay.
Went down just a wee more. So I am monitoring that one because I will get out of the position because I do not want to lose all of my money.
Yeah, like you did with Beyond.
Like what I did with fucking everything last week. I'm only in one bad fucking call right now, and I'm kicking myself in the ass because I could have got out, you know, at the same time when everything was up last Thursday, and I didn't. So now I'll never see that again. So I'm a little butthurt about that, which is solo. Remember, I have February 19 calls, which is still 2 weeks out, but like,
is it $12?
It's $9.
Oh wow, I have $12 calls that probably just aren't ever gonna do anything. It's fucking. I don't know if Sol is just a garbage company, but it just can't. It hits 9 and it just rejects it so hard. Like, not only does it reject it, it goes down 30% after it hits 9. It's pretty rough.
This is my last shitty fucking call. I can't wait to get out of this. After I'm done with this, there's gonna be a huge fucking weight lifted right out of.
How many do you have?
I have 15 of them.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a lot.
I was averaging down when I had more money. But it just looks good though. Like this is another one. This might be like the perfect time to get in because it could shoot up.
Though.
Because it did look like it consolidated and it's starting to go up just a wee bit. So yeah, if it starts to tank right now, then yeah, I want to get out of the position. But if it starts to go up, I'm gonna be one happy little man.
Yeah. Okay. We have to. You have to make more Isaiah bag holders before we end the show. It's been requested. Dude, what happened here? You were stopped pumping your baby. Maybe I stopped talking shit about this fucking garbage stock.
Let me bring up Isaiah. I'm just watching it bleed. This was definitely one of the reasons why I lost a big portion of my money. I probably lost, I don't know, 10K on Isaiah. I could have fucking cashed out on. So I didn't even lose most of my money on options. I think Isaiah was the reason why I lost most of my money.
That's a lot of money, because it was at 7 something for at least
a minute.
2 days. Yeah, 2 days before it just like dropped the fuck off. Yeah.
I was pushing 1,000% because my average was $1.11, and yeah, it was up to like $7.75. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And I don't know why this goes back to when I was a fucking idiot last week. And just being super cocky that because everything was going up. So I thought I was on cloud fucking 9, just watching everything, and then everything tanked all at once, and then I became super sad. So I am learning from that experience, and I'm watching everything super closely, making sure I'm not going too thin because last week I went too thin, and I fucked myself. I think that's the reason why, because I had my eyes on too many things and I couldn't get out at the right time for anything. Fuck myself on that. So I clean everything up. A lot of my contracts are out a couple weeks, if not months. Solo, fuck you, Solo. But I do have a solid position still in CCIV.
Okay. CCIV is making moves.
Yeah, my calls expire the 19th. I have been sitting on this one for a long fucking time.
What calls do you have?
The $30 calls that expire the 19th.
Okay.
So I got in when it was averages $1.79. It's $3.85 right now.
Nice.
And the merge, they haven't even announced the merger yet.
Yeah.
You know? I know the merger should be at least before March. So at least I have a couple more weeks, but I might be fucked on these. So I might have to sell them before the news. At least I'm up. I'm already up 115% on them. So
have you sold any of them?
Let me check.
You gotta realize some profit, baby. We've just been talking about this.
Yeah. No, because right now it's filling the gap. So maybe I should take a little bit of a profit as we speak, as it's at $25 right now because the merger has not happened yet, and I don't want to fuck myself like we did just talk about. So I have 15 right now, so maybe I should sell 5 of them.
That sounds nice.
Right? Or do you think I should do less than that?
No, 5's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what, $1,500 from that? You said?
Yeah. I'm trying to bring it back up. Yeah, I'm up 118%. So my total return as of right now is $3,100. Market value, 58. So I did spend a pretty penny.
Yeah, I mean,
but it also gave me a pretty penny.
If I were you, if it doubled and I had 15, like you said, I would probably sell 5, get it down to 10. And then hopefully, it keeps going up.
Yeah, it's going up right now. It's on a nice little
It sure is.
push. So I wonder if I should just wait just a wee bit. That's something that
I like TradingView for sure, but I have level 2 on Robinhood. Oh, that's the wrong.
I'm a big fan of TradingView. I let Stevie use it too now, so it's me, you, Ben, Stevie.
Maybe you might want to wait a little bit to sell those 5 calls. Kind of looks like CCIV is going to push. It's not.
Oh
It's not like super overbought on MACD, and there's not a whole lot of resistance here.
I'm checking stock twits right now. Maybe the merger happened this morning. That would be my dream come true.
I feel like if the merger happened this morning, it would have fucking skyrocketed. Though it is going up pretty. I think you're about to see 26 on it.
Oh my god.
Something's happening.
I need some positivity in my life. You know, like I wanted to cry fucking last week.
Well, yeah, you had a lot of positivity last week. You just need to realize positivity. But it is. I mean, it's. Yeah, it's.
I'm up on the day.
It's popping off.
Imagine that.
I was dragging my ass. I dragged ass on CCIV. Kind of regret it, honestly.
See, but that's what we need. Like, we need to find the stocks, so like the merger that we know the news is coming. All right, so the rumor's out there. We just don't know when it is. We need to find that exact position, you know, within a quarter. So because like we'll be in the means of like some sort of earnings. So if we just get something at least 3 months minimum out, or whatever part of the season it is, we just need to do that. Like that's what we're doing. CCIV. We did the exact same thing with UWMC. We know like after the earnings, these are gonna fucking pop. So we are finding these companies that have good rumors, and then when the earnings come out, I guess that would be the news. Then we sell them, right?
Yeah.
That's where, right?
Yeah.
Wrong?
You're right. You gotta take some profit here and there along the way.
Yep. So when I'm eyeing this right now, so I should probably let most of my CCIVs ride, and I will sell 5 of them when this seems to cool off.
It's cooling off right now.
Okay.
I'm looking at because it was just about to hit 26 and now it's dropping.
Okay, let me put my on the second counter. All right, it's consolidating. Ooh, if you go to the 1 second count on TradingView, it's going back up. Found resistance.
That's support, buddy. That's what you're looking. The thing you're trying to say.
That's what I found.
And that's not. It's dropping. I told you. I told you. You should have fucking sold it. I was right about. Yeah.
Yep. So they're at 405. All right. So I got 5. Selling 5. Oop, sold immediately.
I mean, it might go back up, but I think it's going to cool down a bit. That's a big red candle on the minute.
Yeah, that's fine. And now I have some more buying power, you know, so I'm happy.
Might have to look into, might pick up one $30 call once this cools down. Because, I mean, if it doubled, why not?
Yep. And for me to jump back into shit now, I need a nice positive, you know.
I'm just bummed out I couldn't find any more workhorse calls super cheap. Like after that last pop it had, all the calls, even like out of the money calls several months out, like way out of the money calls, are dollars at this point. Like there aren't penny contracts that I'm finding really. You have to go pretty far out to like $80, which is like I'm not gonna buy $80 calls for March. That's not reasonable. Which is a bummer because Workhorse went on a little run today. I don't know if she's back in it, but I do have some stock in Workhorse.
Yeah, should we re-look? Should we get another position into Workhorse?
I mean, when that contract drops, it's gonna be mania. It's gonna be so much money, and that's why it's like okay. I mean, I got some stock in it, so that's nice. But yeah, it would be nice to have a contract in it because God, there's just so much money. Like, you make so much money. It's fucking easy.
Oh, that's so funny.
We should wrap up soon. I gotta go to the bathroom pretty bad. I have so much coffee coursing through me.
Cool. Yeah, I'll see you on the trading floor in a couple minutes.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for checking it out. If you're watching, listening, please like and subscribe. We have to say that at the beginning. Check out all our sponsors. Check out Terp Labs, cheat code Algo. Fucking thank you, Twan Murder, for that dope-ass song. I'm actually gonna, when we close out, I'm gonna switch over and play the song again, I think.
Ooh, do it.
Pretty sexual, huh?
Yep, I like that a lot, bro.
Okay, well, thanks, everybody, for checking us out. Dave, do you have anything you want to say in closing while I pull up the song?
No, fucking, I'm glad that I'm out of the fucking hole right now. That's cutting 3-day bleeding, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
But.
Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a head like so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murderers on this track to try and rock your socks. Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a head like so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murderers on this track to try and rock your